live. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, everyone else, to the channel. I am here with the one and only Late Lord Haven. Hello. I
Hey.
forgot you have the soundboard.
I'm not going to tell you.
Welcome,
Hey everyone, it's
welcome.
me.
We are continuing our ranking of every nickname in A Song of Ice and Fire, which has been, I think, much more of a task than we had initially anticipated. This is our third stream in this series. The first is on this channel. Second is on Fantasy Haven's channel, which is linked in the description. So go check that one out if you haven't seen it. Be sure to like the stream as well. I think that's something that maybe helps. I don't know. But let us know as well. Are our audio levels okay? Everything okay? Fantasy Haven, how are you? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm good. I've taken a mini break after I pumped out the Battle of Fire video, which is probably one of my better videos. I don't want to brag, but like that is,
It might be
I
my
put some
favorite
effort
you've
into that
done.
one. My favorite bit is like just it's only like 5 seconds of like the herons and the really tall slave soldiers
Oh,
on
yeah.
stilts like walking towards the camera, where I was like changing the yaw and the pitch, and like it's like various elements coming together to make them look like they were coming at you. And it's only a few seconds, but it took me like maybe 15 minutes to make, like painstakingly. But yeah, I'm getting back into it. There'll be new videos dropping on my channel, but I'm
Woo.
ready.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Great.
back into
So,
it.
in the past two streams, we've done nicknames for pretty much all nobility in Westeros. We've missed a few. That'll be the start of this one. The rest of the stream will be Essos nicknames, right, and wildlings. But we will have other streams for nicknames of commoners and then historical nicknames, which we have not yet reached. Am I right on that?
Yeah. Let's hit the slay button right now.
Excellent.
Yeah. We're basic. Yeah, we are moving. We are. So just to clarify, there is a little bit of catch up that we've got to do. So,
I should tweet about
despite
this, shouldn't
how,
I?
despite how absurdly complex this tier list is and all the names in it, I left out loads, right? We left out loads. We've got fans in the comments and on characters who have names you haven't mentioned. We can't go through literally all of them. That's insane, and a lot of them kind of suck. So, of the ones we didn't get around to, I've found the most interesting. So we're gonna do a little catch up session. Then we are gonna set sail for Essos and break down all of the Essos nicknames.
Excellent. So, we're starting on the fresh tier list for today.
Uh, yes,
Just so I know
yeah.
which one to be
Ooh,
facing. I can go back and forth very
wait,
quickly.
hold on
Yeah.
With
So,
Essos, we change the slide. How about that?
excellent. That's a great idea. So
So
we'll
we have a
stick.
Westeros nobility and an Essos. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are here. This is Westeros. Who's up first for our catch up?
Um, I can't believe we've got this guy. Oh, that's the wrong. I didn't even. Hold on. Give me a sec. Da-na.
And also, feel free to super chat if you want to have any nickname discussed specifically, or if you just want to donate. It is always very much appreciated. I can't believe we forgot him either. Oh my god.
Dolorous Ed Toilette.
What does Dolorous mean? The first time I read the books, I assumed it was like his name, and it was just a English spelling of Dolores.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what it meant when I first read it. Dolorous means like doesn't it just kind of mean like dour, I think. It's just another word for dour, sad, depressed. I don't know. Hold on. I'm the guy in the chair, allow me. How did I spell that wrong? Okay. Google says feeling or expressing great sorrow or distress.
Yeah, that's on brand. He is kind of Night's Watch Eeyore.
Yeah. Yeah, he really, he really is. He's the Game of Thrones Cole Pilkington.
Yeah, it is. It's an iconic name, but I don't. As a name, it's not like super inspiring.
I mean, I think the character's iconic.
Yes,
I don't know if the name. I mean, yeah, everyone. He's Dolorous Head. Yeah, no, the name isn't. I don't know.
that
If
is.
there was
It's
some alliteration,
worth talking
then
about.
maybe we.
How much are we separating the art from the artist here? Like, is it just?
Oh, we are purely focusing on how good the nickname is, in the context of who it's applied to and what it means, etc. But we can't just say that we like a character, therefore it's up high. So Dollar Said is based, but the name Dollar Said as a nickname is like, it's not offensive.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not like it doesn't annoy me. It's fine, but it's not. It's not witty. It's not as witty as it could be. I feel like Dollar Said would give himself a wittier nickname.
Yeah, I think I see a nice open spot in C tier where I think it would fit. What do you think?
C tier. Let's go for it. Let's go for C tier.
People in the chat are calling out Red Ronnet.
A very specific group of people in the chat who
have we ranked Red Ronnet? I feel like we have.
Suspiciously look like my patrons.
Yeah.
Red Ronnet. Okay, look for where did we put all the color ones? In D tier.
All of the red is in D tier. That's why I changed the color. While you look for Red Ronnet, nice. We do have 2 super chats that I'll read off here. First is from a channel of Ice and Fire, who I've seen the videos of. It's a new, I think, animated Ice and Fire channel as well, so not to scare you too much there, Mr. Haven. But he says, "Hey guys, glad to catch this live stream while I'm working. You two are my favorite Song of Ice and Fire YouTubers, and you inspired me to create my own channel. That is very sweet. Thank you very much. Go check him out. He's great." And then we also have
he is
from Dolorous Ted, which says that Dolorous means coolest dude ever, which does sound accurate. Thank you both very much for your generosity. Did we really forget Red Ronnet?
I cannot find. I see Robar the Red. I see Red Ralph.
I do think we forgot him. And I'm gonna do the first use of this stream, but the alliteration is good.
How many times are we gonna bring up the alliteration? Yeah, Red Ronnet is nice alliteration. Red is on the Connington sigil.
Red hair. I don't know. We do.
I think it's better than. No, it's
better
D-tier,
than Red Ralph.
It's
better than Robar the Red.
Just because it's got a little bit extra to it.
Yeah, I think it's because of the red hair. I feel like I think it's C tier.
I mean, to be fair, I assume Red Ralph also has red hair, but
I was assuming it was blood.
I feel like this is being bumped up because he happens to be a Connington.
You're not wrong. We couldn't rank Griff, so this is making up for that. That's another rule. I should mention, we're not ranking secret identities or like false names. So, nor titles.
Yes. Or that would be another live stream.
Oh god, yeah, no. This is going to be like a 50-part series by the end of it, but
hell yeah. Okay, who do we have here? Now this is a good one. Oh my god,
Oh shit. We forgot Pod?
We forgot Podrick Payne.
Because he is Highborn. I forgot about that.
He is. Pod is, yeah. Pod.
S.
Podrick to Pod. S. Honestly, hold on. There we go.
Of course. He's can I also he's 8 in the books. This is a book stream.
I mean,
I do not think that
we are temporarily being taken over by Game of Thrones gang. We're talking about the show pod. In S-tier.
Okay, that I'll allow.
Let me just clarify for the lawyers. There we go.
9 show. Thank you. Good. That's a crucial clarification that I'm glad we've included here.
Now, we did Davos last time, and we had him as the
Yes,
Onion
we did, because
Knight,
we'd forgotten.
Right? But we forgot. So, where did we put Onion Knight? Where did we put that one?
I think it was middle-ish. I feel it's B. I see
him there.
I'll circle it with my cursor that I have that I forgot.
We didn't have. Allow me to edit this, because he's initially knighted by Stannis, but then of course he becomes a lord, and he becomes the Onion Lord. Now, what sounds cooler to you, Onion Knight or Onion Lord?
Onion Knight.
I feel like Onion Lord sounds cooler. Maybe it's just because it's a higher position, so it kind of hits harder for me.
I think it's just because I've heard Onion Knight more, but I like Onion Knight.
Onion Lord. Actually, now that you've said it, Onion Knight does roll off the tongue, just because of the end of Onion and beginning of Knight.
Yeah.
Onion Knight. Onion Lord is a bit halting. Let's drop it down to C. Let's put it below Onion Knight then.
We have ranked exclusively C's so far, except for Pod the Rod God.
Let's cram you in there. There is another Davos nickname, which I forgot about. This one's Davos Shorthand.
Ooh.
Kind of makes me think of King John the First, John Lackland.
Of course, King John the First.
And in fact, in Dragonbone Chair by Tad Williams, there's a prince called John Lackhand because he's missing a hand.
Also, don't forget about the chat box in the bottom right. Davos is
Oh,
cut off.
right,
It's
yes.
Davos short.
Whoops, Davos shorthand. This is, you know, it sounds authentically medieval, but it also sounds kind of lame.
Yeah, I'd say D personally. I don't think it quite rises to the level of the Onion names, but that's just
Yeah,
me.
Davos shorthand. It's like again, it's got that kind of medieval vibe, that kind of authenticity, but it's not super exciting. Okay, so do you remember a character called Sir Marwyn Belmore?
The name sounds familiar. Where is he in King's Landing?
So House Belmore, of course, is a Vale house.
Of course.
Sir Marwyn Belmore, in the Clash of Kings, he becomes the new captain of the guards at the Eyrie after Vardis Egan is killed in a trial by combat, and he's given a nickname by Marillion, who's the bard who sings for Lysa Arryn, who ends up being blamed for Lysa's death. And do you remember the nickname Marillion gives to Sir Marwyn Belmore?
I do not.
Oh, I just copy pasted Marwyn Belmore's name. His nickname, bearing in mind that the sigil of House Belmore is a bunch of bells, Sir Ding Dong.
That's pretty good.
Let's go, Sir Ding Dong.
Sir Ding Dong.
I mean, this is one of those names that's either S or F.
The Connington enjoyer in me is leaning F. Yeah, maybe that'll be what causes Connington to break.
He meets Marwyn Belmore. The bells.
I kind of like it.
I mean, especially who it's coming from. Like
Yeah.
Marillion just being this like obnoxious, like 19-year-old bard who roasts everyone. And he's like, "What's
Who
up,
kills
Sir Ding Dong?"
Lysa?
Yeah, murderer,
Yeah.
scumbag,
God.
deserves to die.
I don't know. What do you feel on this one? Where's your heart?
It's so weird in the show that they made Littlefinger do it.
I know.
They retconned that when it was obviously the bard. That's so weird. Okay, so Ding Dong is like, it's honestly, I'm thinking
E.
it's too funny to be C or below, but it's not that good. But I like B maybe.
I could do B. Right next
Let's
to
do
Harry
B.
the Arse. Also, thank you for the super chat, or not super chat, donation from Jorgen Ostining.
We're running out of space, but it's fine. We're gonna find fertile new land in the next slide. There'll be plenty of room.
Excellent.
So I noticed you recently did a tweet about Bowen Marsh.
I did.
We have not mentioned Bowen Marsh yet.
Does he
Because
have
he is known as
Oh, the pomegranate, the old pomegranate.
Yes, because he has a head that's kind of round and bald and red.
Yeah.
And he looks like a pomegranate.
But apparently, I remember from my John reread last year that he's lost weight in Dance and he no longer quite looks like a pomegranate.
Yes, I remember because he gets wounded.
He gets wounded by the wildlings at the Bridge of
Mm.
Skulls.
Yes, I think so. And then and while recovering, he loses a bunch of weight, and he's gone from being this plump man to this kind of quite haggard,
Which is
skinny guy.
kind of like the Night's Watch in a nutshell.
Yes.
Not that they were
Yeah,
particularly
yeah.
plump to begin with.
The two, yeah.
I think maybe
Oh,
D would be my feeling
that
on
a
old
D?
pomegranate.
D, did you say?
Yeah, it's kind of uninspiring.
I'm thinking more C. I think it's slightly higher because when you look at D, you've got like, red this, fat this. Old pomegranate is a little bit wittier.
It
like,
does.
comparing
I
his
like the
head to
rhythm
to
there.
a old pomegranate.
Also,
Can I
I
persuade
will
you
say, now
with
that
a
I'm
little
thinking
C?
about it, this does make me.
Mhm.
I'm calling my shot on Bowen's inevitable death. I think his head's gonna get like bashed in somehow. Because like pomegranate, you bash it in and eat the seeds, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and
Wait,
the seeds are
doesn't
all like
Baelish
red and
eat-
weird.
Doesn't Baelish eat pomegranate seeds in the Vale?
Yes, yeah, because people think that's like Hades and Persephone, that sort of deal.
Yeah. So is he going to cannibalize Bowen Marsh? Is that confirmed?
I think Martin has, if not directly stated to that effect, probably said it.
I'm gonna look up Littlefinger Bowen Marsh to see if anyone has made that connection.
What, that Littlefinger will eat Bowen?
Yes, I need at least one A Song of Ice and Fire theory to my name in the fandom. Yeah, no, I think that's brand new.
Wow, I'm proud of you. Tweet
Yes,
that ASAP.
Littlefinger Bowen Marsh confirmed. Let's go. Where we put C then.
Yeah, I'm good with C. And we also have another super chat. Thank you to T Machine O. Been binging all your old streams during my night shifts. Thanks for all the great content. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry about any audio issues in those earlier streams. I think I was pretty quiet. Okay.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I think my first mic, I never quite got the volume right for streaming. But I think and hope it's better now. I could be jinxing myself. What do we got next?
Okay, well, I'm ignoring the chat because
Yeah.
I'm afraid Maegor the Christ is not canon.
As far as we're
it's
aware.
canon to Haven lore, but do we have any CODs in here?
CODs. I think we have Left-Hand Lucas somewhere.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. It's in E tier.
Ah, okay. Why didn't we put it in S tier? What the hell? But there's another COD we've got called, and this is a nickname which I don't think is ever explained. It's Bloodless Tom COD.
Oh.
Now, what does that mean? Does that mean he's pale, or does it mean he's never killed anyone before?
My thought was like emotionless.
Oh, okay. Damn, we got 3 different interpretations.
That is, it's like a Rorschach test. But like since it's Ironborn, it's like Rorschach, like with a S-H-R-A. Nope, S-H-A-R-K. I know how to spell.
Shout out to Euron's shark teeth.
Oh, the crown from the Forsaken. Oh my god, dude.
I had fun drawing that. Somewhere hidden in the Haven Vault, there's Euron in Valyrian seal armor with a red eye patch and a shark teeth crown. I'll send it to you after the stream.
They fumbled so hard. That's an annoyance of mine in the show. Where are the crowns?
A finger in the bum. Yeah, no, there are no crowns. Like
No
the
crown.
only
Rob doesn't have a crown.
the only one who consistently wears a crown is Joffrey for some reason.
Sorry, we have a
Rob
super
has no
chat we need
crown?
to address very
Oh, yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
Very urgent. From Angel Brightflame, thank you. Hey Haven, tell me, who's Rosetta Stone?
She's a very important historical figure, who helped with some geographic thing or other and some historical thing. It's a bit too complicated. You wouldn't understand it.
You really took some
But
hits
yeah,
in that video.
I have a
didn't you?
poster of her in my bedroom.
Oh, like a pinup of
signed
Rosetta
poster.
Stone.
I've got a pin up
Look for that
Signed.
soon on the Haven merch store.
coming soon. Oh boy.
Bloodless Tom. I don't know. Tom is kind of letting me down, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like that name just doesn't belong in A Song of Ice and Fire.
It's
And
hard
there's
to
no
have
context.
a cool
We don't have
nickname with Tom. No offense to Tom Wamsgans.
Yeah, shout out to the goat.
I'd say D.
I think yeah. It's intriguing.
Hmm?
It's a bit like Aegon Bloodborne, where it's like, well, I don't know what this
Oh.
means, but it sounds cool. But the Tom isn't.
Yeah.
And then there's one more COD. This is a really important COD. One of the best ones.
What?
One of the best ones.
Who is this?
Who's who?
I don't know.
Well, we can't have much of a conversation then.
I suppose
So I need
not.
to know what you're talking about. Ugh, you know what? I don't even care. Oh, okay, one more for real.
Yes.
Amory Launch, Arya
Ooh.
refers to him as the Manticore because of his sigil.
I so frequently forget that Amory Lorch exists.
I think it's because of the show, right?
It's 100% because of the show.
Because Amory Lorch isn't just some random guy. He's the murderer of Princess Rhaenys Targaryen.
Yeah, and fake Aegon.
No, fake Aegon is just the Mountain.
Oh, you're right, because he gets his brains bashed in. Good call.
Yeah, but the show like the show canon bleeds into my book knowledge sometimes, and I do see Gregor Clegane as the guy who killed Elia and her 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
But like, no, Amory Lorch killed Rhaenys. He, I think she was hiding under a bed, and he stabbed her like 100 times in a
Jesus.
bloodlust. I think like even Tywin was like, I don't know why he didn't just smother her with a pillow. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's a scene. Yeah, Tywin's like, I don't know why he did that, but
I think.
yeah.
I mean, it is just the animal on his sigil. No.
It is, and it's not like an official nickname. It's just what Arya refers to him as. But the Manticore,
It's pretty good.
ooh, it's kind of wasted on Amory Lorch.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. B maybe is my thought.
B. Okay, yeah. Let's go B. And with that, I believe we are done.
Did we do Mother Merciless? People are saying it in the chat.
Ooh. Wait. I think we did. We did. We have Lady Stoneheart in S.
Well, yes, we do. It's an A. Look at the chart before you comment, people. It's right there.
I mean, how do you expect anyone to see anything on screen right now?
That's not unfair. Get out your glasses. Your little, like, opera viewing glasses, since we're on the upper balcony at this point.
Okay. Now, technically, there are other nicknamed characters, like, I don't know, Red this, Black that, Blind Bob. Yeah, but they're kind of boring. I think we should move on to Essos.
Yeah, I think it is Essos time.
Someone in the chat is mentioning the Liddles. No, sorry, the ship has set sail. We're going to Essos now.
And while we're sailing along, we have a good question here from Jorgen as well. Thank you again. Great stream. When did you guys discover A Song of Ice and Fire? I'm not sure if I know this about you.
Okay. So I would say the first time I was made aware of it. Oh man, it had to be through well, in terms of Game of Thrones, it had to be through memes. Like, I'm sure there was like I remember seeing the Winter is Coming meme, with Ned Stark grabbing a sword. I remember my friend at school watched it. I remember, the occasional nerd channel I was subscribed to would review episodes, so I was aware that it was a thing. At one point when I was like, I don't know, maybe 13, 14, I tried to find it online illegally, and I was completely inept and I couldn't find it, and I was like, screw it. But in terms of when I officially dove into it, I think I was 17 or 18.
Oh wow!
It was I'm pretty sure it was my second year of sixth form, which is like the year just before you go to college, to university. And the show had just been 5 seasons long so far, and I was into fantasy, and I was like, how have I not explored this yet? Let me just order the book. So I ordered the 5 books, and over the course of one summer, and it's really nostalgic for me because I still remember the smell of those books. The smell give me a very specific memory. But I just binged those books in a summer, and when I was done, I then started binging the show. And by the time I was done, like, season 6 was a few months away, and yeah, that's how I discovered it.
For me, it was around a similar time. It was during season 6. I was a freshman in high school at the time, and I was algebra class or something one day, and everyone was talking about Hold the Door and what had happened and how cool it was. And at the time, I'd heard people talking about it a lot. I think the girl I liked at the time was very into Game of Thrones, so I decided to just give it a shot and watch it.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Thank you to her. But I watched Blood of My Blood, which was the next episode the following week. Loved it. Watched all of season 6. Read all of the books. Then watched the rest of the show. And then I watched season 7 and 8 as they were airing. So, yeah, it's been a minute. But we also have another name in the chat. Did we do Balin the Widowmaker? Thank you, James Ryan, by the way.
No, wait, as in Balon Greyjoy?
I think that's the only Balin I know.
There's Balon Swan. I don't think he's got a cool name.
I don't think he's the Widowmaker.
He is known as the Widowmaker according to the wiki. The Iron Captain. So apparently it's a Victorian chapter. Why would he be called the Widowmaker? Oh, as in just because of slaying young men in battle, right?
Yes, I think.
I mean, it goes hard. I don't remember that nickname. Wait, let me search if Ice and Fire this. Uh, it's not coming up, weirdly enough.
Maybe that's more of a show thing?
Oh, wait, no, I got it.
Oh.
Interesting. What is dead can never die, but rises harder and stronger. In 100 years, men will sing of Balon the Bold. Balon the Widowmaker, call him. I will
Ooh.
gladly trade his freedom for a father. Have you one to give me?
Is that
This is
Clash?
Blacktide. This is a feast for crows.
Oh, what?
This is
Oh, is it Asha?
yeah. It's not. It's Blacktide. He's talking to a Blacktide.
Oh.
I don't quite remember the context there. Is it the Lord Blacktide's father died in battle, and so he's
I
calling
think
the
so.
Widowmaker because he's like
Yeah,
he widowed
no, I think that
my
is
mother.
it. Talking about like the pointless wars that Balin waged.
Okay, Balon Widowmaker. Let's add that one then.
I guess we know his main in Overwatch.
Why
Yeah, I'd say
did that make me laugh?
I would say
Oh, I did it in the main
That's very-
title. That's all big and bold. I mean, it goes extremely hard. A lot of the ones that go hardest are the ones that I mentioned once and I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, I'll also say I'm not a huge fan of the name Balon. I don't know. It's always struck me as like knockoff Targaryen.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I'd say for me, this is probably B tier. What do you think?
Let's go B tier. Honestly, he's not cool enough for it to be higher.
Yeah, in terms of like characters I like care for the least in the series, Balon Greyjoy is pretty high up there.
Like, if that was Euron's nickname, that's a different story.
Yes.
Euron Widowmaker.
Also, Euron's just a cooler name.
It is.
So, our ship is landed in Essos.
The ship is landed.
As
much as the chat wants to try, it will not suck us back to Westeros anytime soon.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to start off, I think, with Viserys Targaryen.
Oh, yes.
Who, of course, I have him in Essos because that's where he is in the other books. Just to clarify, we haven't done him, right?
No, we've not. The only SOC
So-
people we've done are Daenerys, and if we're counting Barristan, I think we've done Barristan.
Yes. The Beggar King.
This, it might be S tier, I think. What do you think?
I don't know if I disagree with that. The Beggar King. It really does.
It might be A. I think starting off on an S tier might be stretching it. I think it's very
because a lot of
good.
a lot of the ones we're ranking highly is because it's in some way kind of badass and cool. But like, this isn't badass. This just perfectly encapsulates the character.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Beggar King tells you everything you need to know about him.
Mm-hmm. It's such an efficient
he's-
dismissal of him.
Yes, exactly. It's like a mocking name for him. It's not something he calls himself.
And it's one of the
and just
best of those in the series. And it's a series with a lot of like mocking nicknames.
I mean, the juxtaposition of beggar and king, literally the furthest ends of the spectrum in Westerosi society. Yeah, A or S? What do we think?
I think S. I think it has to be S.
Oh, let's do it. It is iconic. It is iconic. But he has quite a few other names. He has the Sawfoot King.
Worse, but not bad.
So do you remember the context for this one?
Is this after his horse gets taken away and he has to walk?
Yeah, because he's forced to walk by the Dothraki.
I like it. I don't love
That's what
it.
they call him.
Yeah. What do you think?
I agree with it. We're agreeing with each other too much.
That's true.
Yeah, it's. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's fun. It's not quite Beggar King. Like Beggar King is stealing all the attention.
I'd say
Sawfoot King. The context is good. B.
D?
B maybe.
I was gonna say D, so maybe we meet in the middle. C.
D. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, I think it's cooler than that. Honestly, I'm a sucker for like if it ends with like a feudal rank, I'm gonna like it.
That's
you could put
I could
any
tell
name,
with the Onion
and
Lord.
You could be like the Banana Duke, and I'll be like, let's fucking go.
Oh
B tier.
yeah. We'll see.
He has
He'll show up
more
and wins.
nicknames. He has even more nicknames though.
Are we doing the calls? Call Regat? Cart King?
Oh, the Cart King.
Oh.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Are we doing like Call Regat? I remember him being called that.
Oh, as in like.
Or is that a title? That's probably a title.
I mean, isn't that just in Dothraki?
Yes.
That's probably just Dothraki for Swordfoot or Cart King, right?
Probably.
I think we'll stick with the translations.
Sure. The Cart King. What's the context on this one? I don't remember him having a cart.
So this one is very similar to the Swordfoot King. This is the one where because he complains about having to walk, they say, fine, you can ride in the cart where the women and children sit. So then he goes from being the Swordfoot King to the Cart King. Maybe it's the other way around.
I've guy in the chaired myself a little bit. This is Call Regat. That's Cart King. That's the translation.
I mean, Call Regat goes extremely hard.
I like that a lot more than I like the Cart King.
I mean, yeah, but it is the same thing.
Who is your Mario Kart
It's just another language. Honestly, for a while it was Link.
I forgot he was in Mario Kart for a second. I was like,
Mario Kart 8, yeah.
Yeah.
For a while it was Link the Twink, but now I've been gravitating to Yoshi. That's my boy right there.
I've never liked Yoshi in Smash, so I just can't do Yoshi in anything. Yeah, maybe B for Cart King because of the semi-alliteration.
Oh, we're a sucker for alliteration. And then, speaking of alliteration, one more VZT nickname.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that didn't paste. The Coppola King.
What?
Yeah.
The Italian meat?
Close enough.
The Capicola King?
I don't know enough about Italian food to get
Really? The Gabagool.
I've heard Gabagool.
Gabagool is like the way
Meme, right?
certain people say Capicola.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Sorry, what is the Coppola King?
What's the what king?
What does this mean?
Hey, guess what, Quinn?
What?
Couple of balls in your mouth.
Oh. Is that what you're trying to do with the other one, too?
Oh, yeah, you didn't fall for the Kenya one. You fell for the Coupler one, though. To be fair, I tried to hit you with the Kenya one in the chat.
Okay. That was also, in fairness, we were talking about the CODs, and I don't know shit about the CODs, so... Are we through
and also
Viserys?
Earlier, I kept hitting you with Kenya o'clock, and you weren't taking the bait. You weren't taking the bait. I'll let the chat work out what that one was going to be. Okay. Did someone say young Griff?
That's a false identity.
But it's still we did decide that it's also
Griff.
a nickname. But like it's a nickname, right? Like his identity name isn't Young Griff. It's not my first name is Young and my second name is Griff, right?
We don't know.
I think his name is just Griff, and his nickname
Griff
is Young Griff because his dad is Griff. Griff Jr., Griff the Second.
Little Griff.
Honestly, yeah, let's Young Griff. I don't know. Fine.
I've seen one in the chat that I want to shout out. If you're okay jumping around a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
It's high for me at least, and it's at least partially because of bias. But Blackheart Miles Toyne.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's good.
John Connington's second boyfriend.
Killed off by Gurm when, in my opinion, that man should still be alive.
I agree.
Why would you make a character this cool and be like,
and just
he died?
Do you remember Connington's like description of Toyne as well? It's just so sweet.
It's so evocative.
Yeah, like he had such an ugly face, but when he smiled at you, it all disappeared.
Yeah, he's got like jug ears and a crooked jaw, but a charming smile, and it's like,
yeah.
Where's the black? I mean, black. He's called Blackheart because the Toyne sigil is a winged black heart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's also referencing Miles Toyne's personality.
We actually learned about that I think it's the Lost Lord chapter. I think he took that name on. It was just like something that was called because of the sigil, and he kind of tried to embody it in like his general like mannerisms and being this like very intimidating, imposing, cutthroat sellsword in order to better be able to act as a leader in the Golden Company. So it was kind of this mask he used to try to seem more intimidating, which I love personally.
Lots of people in the chat saying S tier. I can't agree with that. It's not quite enough.
I'm leaning S.
I think it would have to be alliterative for me to go S.
I could see A. I could see a case for A.
I think A.
Okay.
I'm even thinking B, but I think we're gonna go A.
I think I could not put it in B.
I think this is incorrect, but I've got a bizarre memory that in the original Feast draft that Miles Toyne was meant to be alive, and then George killed him off and had him as a. But like, I haven't found evidence of that. So like,
that someone
am I right?
No. I think someone else was supposed to be the commander of the Golden Company, other than Harry Strickland, but I don't know if it was Toyne.
I have a weird memory. It could be a false memory, but I've got a weird memory that it is Toyne, and then I don't know why George changed his mind, or like
my guess for why he would change his mind on this would be with the adding John Connington as a viewpoint circa like 2007. I think he maybe wanted to have a little bit more disconnect between Connington and the leader of the Golden Company, because if there's that, I don't know if that works quite that well. And I also think that him being dead makes Connington's choice to be with young Griff a little stronger. I feel like, to actually protect him and go away from this relationship that he was in.
I think A is a good shout.
I would agree.
Do you smell that?
Smell what?
Cheese.
Oh, we knew it was coming.
The cheesemonger.
Which is what it's Tyrion really calls... good. It's better than it has any right to be.
Oh, it shouldn't go hard, but it does.
It does, because it's like, I don't know, the anything monger is pretty good.
Oh yeah, like Littlefinger's known as a whoremonger.
And the cheese specifically, it's very evocative for him being this just massive dude, and it's also like kind of maybe presenting a certain smell. I don't know.
He's built like a wheel of cheese.
Yes.
He's built like a barrel of cheese, and he's got yellow hair as well. Like, it's specifically described as yellow.
I always forget that. I always have the image of Show Illyrio in my head.
Show Illyrio is incredibly dull visually compared to three-pronged beard, obese, yellow-haired Book. I love Book Illyrio.
It's a pet peeve of mine in terms of Game of Thrones stuff that Varys and Tyrion are at Illyrio's house in like the season 5 premiere, and there's no Illyrio. Like, that's bizarre.
Could they not get the actor, or were they
that
just
must
like,
have been it?
Most of the viewers won't give a shit, so let's just skip it.
Probably both.
Okay, I think Cheesemonger. It's cool. I'm thinking B for this, just because of, like you said, what it evokes, like kind of sensually.
I think so. Hear me out. I think B, but I also don't think it's. I think Cart King isn't as good as the Cheesemonger. Maybe we bump Cart King to C.
Honestly, yeah, I think you're right there.
If it was Call Regat, it would be. I'd put Call
We are
Regat
not allowing.
here.
We are not allowing Dothraki in our tier list.
Our next ranking should be entirely in Dothraki.
You could take the lamest nickname and just have it in like
that's not
Valyrian, and it's going to be S tier because it's going to sound incredible.
Yeah, that's true.
Left hand Lucas Cod.
Does Illyrio have more? He's called the Fat Man, right?
He's called the Fat Man. I'm not going to add that one because
I think we should add it.
Let's do it then. Fine.
The Fat Man, S tier.
He has two more. We'll do the Fat Man next. The Fat Man.
My favorite Marvel superhero.
Yeah. Actually, why did that make me laugh? That's so dumb.
S?
Did you hear the sequel got delayed to like 2027 or something?
Sequel to what?
The Fat Man 2.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, by Matt Reeves. It's crazy.
I think So I like a lot of the lines surrounding this nickname. The what is it? The Fat Man's plan, the plan that changes every time the moon
Yeah,
turns.
yeah,
I think E.
yeah, but yeah, the fat man. Like,
It's not F.
It's
It's
not
not like
F because
it's not terrible.
the thing, if you're like the fat man, you know who they're talking about.
Yes. Sam.
No, Sam would be the fat, disgusting, craven. I hate myself, etc., etc.
Sam sobbed and took another step. When I
That
tweeted
made me
like
go on
last
another
summer that I
Sam
thought
rant.
I really disliked Sam's chapters, I think one of my favorite Twitter replies I ever got was someone said Quinn sobbed and turned another page.
Well, that's me with Danny and A Dance with Dragons, but I think
Hey,
that's a debate for another day.
yes it is. We should do that. That'd be a fun stream.
The great
The
debate.
Great
Okay, who's
Danny
gonna win
debate.
that? Me or the lawyer in training? I wonder who's.
Well, I will also say that I think your side of the argument is both fairly well supported and has a lot more people agreeing with it.
Oh, I will have I'll be the populace here. I'll have the people on my side. You're gonna be sweating in the corner,
Yeah.
making your case. Your suit getting sweaty.
I will say that like Daenerys has like 3 outright terrible chapters in A Dance with Dragons, but her arc is incredible.
I wait, hold on. The YouTube on my thing is lagging. It's not an issue obviously because I'm not listening to it. I'm just watching it, but it's the stream doing okay.
Yeah, no, it all looks good.
Okay, I think my internet's being weird. If I happen to drop out of the Discord, then keep the people entertained. I'll find a way
That's
back
all
in.
I
I think
do.
my internet's being yeah, I've crashed. Okay, but I'm still chugging along. Okay, so one more nick. Oh wait, no, yeah, one more nickname for Lirio,
The
which
Cheese
again,
Lord?
yes, no, not the Cheese Lord, the Lord of Cheese,
Oh, my
like the Lord
mistake.
of the Rings,
The
the
Lord
Lord
of
of
the Cheese
Cheese,
or the Lord of Cheese?
just the Lord of all cheese that
Ooh.
exists in Planetos.
I wonder what types of cheese exist in Planetos.
And more importantly, is it white cheese?
What?
There's a whole thing, right, about like medieval cheese was white and not yellow.
I'm allergic, so I've not learned this.
Ah, get out of here.
Hmm.
I'm a
Um,
big cheddar guy.
I'm
I
not.
rep
I don't
my
mind
beautiful
cheddar.
nation. I'm a cheddar man. Good English cheddar.
Hmm. I don't know. Good and English and cuisine really shouldn't be used in the same
You
sentence.
got a strong
Anyway,
point there. You got a strong point.
what
Lord of Cheese. It's one of those ones where like it goes hard for me. Again, because there's a
it
few ranking it.
does?
Yeah, Lord of Cheese? Are you kidding me? That's better than Cheesemonger.
It's not better than the cheesemonger.
The Lord of Cheese. You're just jealous because you know he's drowning in that vat of Wensleydale and you can't eat any of it because you'll get an infection or something. The Lord of Cheese. He's the king of cheese.
I
He
prefer
sells cheese. He
cheesemonger.
buys cheese. Cheese. Cheesemonger is the one that most people know
It's
him
so
by. Like,
iconic.
it is iconic. You're right. But Lord of Cheese should be more iconic. Lord of Cheese.
I think I could stomach putting both of them in A tier. Or sorry, B tier, B tier.
Whoa. Okay, okay. I will compromise. They can go together. The Cheesemonger and the Lord of Cheese. Dance now wherever you may be's. I am the Lord of the Cheese, said he's. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's move on. Okay. And seeing as we've done Illyrio, I think it makes sense to move on to Varys, who of course is from the Free City of
Yes.
Lys.
The
So he has
spider.
not been mentioned yet. The Spider. Which, you know what's interesting?
Hmm.
One of those characters who does have an epithet that they're well known by and that is repeated throughout the books, but most people don't refer to him as this in the fandom, you know, or
Yeah.
even in the show. Like he is Varys. Littlefinger is Littlefinger. Like people often don't call him Peter Baelish; they call him Littlefinger. But Varys is just Varys. Very rarely will people be like the Spider, you know,
I think Varys being both a mononym and being, I think, just an excellent name has made it more iconic.
being a Blackfire name.
Is it?
Well, yeah, because he's Sarah Blackfire's
Of
brother.
course. No, he's He's the spider. He's from House Weber.
Oh shit!
That's why the second Dunk and Egg book was written.
Damn, Conleth Hill is gonna be in a Knights of the Seven Kingdoms little cameo.
He's gonna play
In a
Sir Eustace. I think I got
wearing
that
a
right.
ginger wig.
Lord Eustace.
Eustace? No, he'd be playing a Weber.
Oh, you're right. Or Eustace marries into the Webers.
Maybe he's their son. Maybe there's like a
Oh.
post-credit scene where Rohan gives birth to like Varys.
Or Pycelle,
Confirmed.
more likely.
We got cannibalism theories. We got secret birth theories. Let's go. Okay, the spider. Why is he called the Spider, Quinn? Let the people know.
He has this web of informants, and also the way you've positioned it on screen, it has been cut off behind the chat box. It is just the Spee.
Oh, your lame chatbot.
The Spee. He is, he's in the shadows. He's this mysterious figure who people are scared of. So he's the spider. I like
weaving.
I like the web. I like that. Do you prefer the spider or Littlefinger as a nickname?
Oh, Littlefinger, without question.
Yeah, I think in a vacuum, I like. Yeah, I don't know. I like Littlefinger more. I think the spider is good, but not great. I'd put it in B.
Yeah, I was about to say the spider is like the ultimate B tier. It's like a cool animal, a cool insect that a character is being compared to. There's a reason for it because he weaves a web.
Mhm.
It fits the fact that he's like kind of slimy and in the shadows, but it's not quite unique enough.
You could also like
Littlefinger's.
Yeah, any series could conceivably have a character known as the Spider.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
the Raven in Barry.
Like if I were like, oh, my favorite fantasy character is the Spider, you'd be like, what series is he from? But if I said my favorite fantasy character is Littlefinger, you know immediately who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Which also could be to do with the fact that Littlefinger is known like by Littlefinger, whereas Varys is Varys, but
We also can't forget the effect of the show. Like in the show,
Yes.
he's like called the Spider like twice, maybe.
I honestly think I prefer Varys' other nickname, or at least his other
Shall we
common nickname.
Shall we get it up?
I think we
The
shall.
Eunuch.
I think eunuch is just a fun word.
It is a. Well, I didn't know what it meant when I first read the book.
Ditto.
Yeah, I was like, huh,
Oh.
huh? How the fuck do you pronounce that? And then I looked up and I was like, oh damn, spoilers. Yeah, the Eunuch. It is a fun name. It's definitely more unique than the Spider. It's
more unique.
The Eunuch. The Eunuch. And of course, it kind of.
It's not as good as Blackheart though. I think it's also a B tier. Hello. He might have left. He might be having technical difficulties. So
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Hello. Thank you. Welcome back.
Did I have a bit of a moment?
I was saying I like the eunuch. I think I prefer the eunuch to the spider, but I also don't think it's on the same tier as Blackheart.
Let's say that it's a high B low B situation.
I will take that.
So, the eunuch is in B tier, and of course it all just kind of plays into the historically the idea that eunuchs was Imperial China were sort of they were the schemers, they were the counselors. I don't know much about that, but I think that's where the inspiration comes from for Varys being a eunuch. It's based on the courts of Imperial China. I need to look into that more. Cool.
Yeah, actually, I hadn't heard that.
Okay, now that we've gone through sort of Golden Company, Targaryens, Blackfire, that kind of stuff, let me just pick and choose randomly from my list.
Absolutely.
So who do we have here? Oh, I mean, we gotta talk about your thumbnail. So, the one, the only.
Of course, S tier.
Strong Belwas.
Strong Belwas.
You're putting the character in S tier.
I am putting
Look at the nickname, man.
The name is the character. He's a professional wrestler. The name is the character.
He's strong, and so he's called Strong.
Yes.
That does not belong in S.
He is a secret member of House Strong who went into hiding after the Dance of the Dragons.
His actual name is Belwas Strong, but he just says it the other way around.
It's like Barristan. Ariston Whitebeard.
And Strong Belwas. Maybe he's cousins to Robert Strong, that new Kingsguard member.
I have made that theory before.
Damn. All right, Strong Belwas. Okay, so Strong
S.
Belwas. It's a very shut the hell up. It's a very simple nickname. But it's a simple character. You know, he doesn't need something flowery. He doesn't need something over the top.
Yeah,
And
he's
like you
strong.
said, that kind of like that wrestler vibe, like introducing
Strong. Oh my god.
He just comes in like thumping his chest.
I think it's an S tier.
Jay-Z playing in the background while he's making his way to the ring. It's not S tier. Strong Belwas is like, to me, Strong Belwas is C tier.
I think it's A.
It's like a fine nickname, and its simplicity adds to the character because the character.
I could settle for A.
I'm not in no universe. Am I putting?
Then I'm going with
you
S,
are ranking
I'd
the
say.
character here. You are ranking the character.
I think it's
That would be like if John Connington was nicknamed, I don't know, medium height John, and you're like S tier.
I think that'd be great.
All right. Well, now we're at a crossroads now. How do we sort this one out?
Should we do a
neither
poll?
of us are willing to compromise. Let's do a poll in the chat.
Okay.
I think you're in charge of that.
Poll time, people.
So
I
Strong
almost
Belwas,
hit
is
the
he...
end stream button out of instinct. Oh god.
That would have been one hell of an end.
Start a poll. Strong Belwas. I almost did 2 L's. Add option. Add option.
The options are S and C.
S A B C.
If you upload this and it's all S's, I'm gonna flip.
You know what to do, people.
Okay, well I'm making my vote known.
Did it work? I don't know if it worked.
Do the right thing, everyone. Do the right thing.
Oh, I can't see it because I'm running the stream. That would make sense.
I can inform you. Crazily enough, it's 100% C tier.
Oh,
That's nuts.
wow.
This is a lot more split than I thought it would be, actually.
It is?
We've gone over 50 votes, and it's
Wow. Okay.
33,
There are
19,
234
20...
of you here right now. You have 30 more seconds to vote and make your voice heard.
This is important, people.
This is the future of our democracy at stake.
Everyone watching this after it's live, like as a podcast, they're just going to be sitting here listening like Homelander in the cinema.
These people
just like
are
blank face.
You have the future's fate in your hands, and by that I mean the people who are going to be watching this.
The people watching this in the future are like, this is history in the making.
Mm-hmm.
We've hit 80 votes. Oh, can we hit 100? Come on, 20 more people before the timer runs out. Strong Belwas, is he S tier? Is he A tier? Is he B tier? Is he C tier?
Let's see.
Unless you are driving, you need to open up the chat and vote right now.
Okay.
93 votes. We're nearly
3.
there. Come on.
2.
Get to 100.
Oh, we have 97. Oh, wait. It went from... Oh, 99?
Oh, come on.
One more. 102.
Yes.
End poll. S tier.
Oh, no.
Let's
I was
go.
celebrating about the number of votes. I realized. Okay. Damn, CB and A were tied.
Yeah.
People are... I didn't realize how split people would be.
I love democracy.
Okay. This is how democracy ends.
Pioneer 10 says, I am
thunderous
driving
YouTube
right
polls.
now. I hope you're just listening.
I mean, how was he able to type that?
That's actually a great point. Don't text and drive, kids.
Text to speech. Maybe text to speech.
Maybe. Okay. Strong Belwas. Does he have any other nicknames?
I don't think so.
Not
I'll
yet.
double check. Oh. Let me have a look. Oh, one of his nicknames is Belwas Bofa.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
It is interesting.
Who's next?
It's okay. Let me dive in and
You're
pick someone
abusing your
random.
guy in the chair powers.
Okay, get rid of Belwas. Oh, this is kind of a nickname. It's his name, but it's a nickname.
Okay.
Okay, so he's on Dragonstone, but he is a slave from Essos. It's Patchface.
Oh.
It is a nickname, right? Because
Yes,
it's
yes, it
because of
is.
his. He has tattoo. He's from Volantis, where slaves in Volantis have face tattoos and body tattoos to determine what breed of
had a
slave they
name.
are.
I bet it was just kind of lost because everyone who knew him died in that boat crash.
Yes. And he has tattoos which are a green and red motley, and so that it's like a patches, so it's like they just call him Patchface. Because I guess if you're a jester slave from Volantis, you get.
I like it. I like Patchface.
It is cool.
It's very
it's a cool jester name.
Because like you already expect the motley, but like.
Okay. When we go on to the when we start talking about Lowborn, we can bring up all the Westerosi fools.
Oh, true. Butterbumps.
Butterbumps. Where was he in the show? Oh, whoops.
Same with Moonboy.
He should have been played by John Goodman.
I agree. And they cut the Moonboy's affair with Cersei. Let's see. What do you think of Patchface? Where do you want that to go?
Moonboy played by Timothy Chalamet.
Ooh.
You heard it here first, folks. The A Song of Ice and Fire anime, word for word, page for page adaptation. Moonboy will be voiced by Timothy Chalamet doing an English accent.
Actually,
like
I think he's playing Unwin in Hot D next season.
Yes, and that's why they're keeping it a secret.
And
they're pretending that Unwin's not going to be in season 3, which is obviously not true.
I think Patchface for me is B tier. What do you think?
E? Did you say E?
I said B.
Yeah, no, this is a B. Patchface is very good.
Yeah, solid, middle of the pack.
Very solid. Okay.
Penny's not a nickname. That's just her name. Right?
What, Penny, did you say?
Yeah. Does Mokoro have any nicknames?
Oh, he does. I haven't actually put it down. He has... Hold on. There's the one I talk about in my video, but I think he might have more, so let me... I didn't have him on my list.
Oh.
Was that someone in the chat? No. Yeah, no, he has one nickname. It goes unfathomably hard.
I mean, so everything about Mokoro does. Mokoro's like the coolest character to ever exist.
So Mokoro is nicknamed the Black Flame by the terrified Ironborn on Victorian ship.
Not just the Ironborn, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Quaith's prophecy to Daenerys, and I think it's her.
Oh yes,
it's maybe her 2nd or 4th chapter, telling her to beware Kraken and Dark Flame.
Ooh. Oh, Dark Flame is a different nickname altogether. He's got 2.
Yeah. Ooh. The Black Flame is pretty good. That's a Monster Hunter monster, too, as of Wilds.
Ooh. Oh, why wasn't Mokoro in the show?
I think
you just need a big hulking guy with, like, red tattoos and, like, red robes, grey hair.
I think it might be it's S or A.
The Black Flame. I'm thinking S. The way it sounds when you say it.
The Black Flame is really good. It's bordering on the edges of generic, but it's like just excellent enough to hold on.
I think it's definitely one of those things where it's being pushed up just by who it's connected to.
Yes, because Mokoro's like the coolest guy on the planet.
Yeah, if it was like some historical figure called the Black Flame and you don't know anything about him, it's like, yeah, that's cool. But like, because Mokoro, it has to be S.
Yeah, I have to agree.
In my anime adaptation, he will be played by Idris Elba.
I feel like we need a bigger guy than that.
Yeah, no, that's true.
He's too in shape.
Oh, we need what's his name? He passed away. What's his name? Michael Clark Duncan.
I don't know if I've seen him in anything, or I'm just very bad at actor names.
He is you know that terrible Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck?
Nope.
Oh, he's Kingpin in that.
What
was he in? He's in The Green Mile.
I've also not seen
the
it.
Movie. What else is he in? But he's huge. He's like, wait, he passed away, but he's like 7 foot tall.
Wow. Did you see my thought? I think I said it in the Discord, and I might have tweeted about it, that like maybe Mokoro was at Daenerys' wedding.
Yes, I'm not sure I'd buy that.
I think it's I don't 100% buy it myself, but I think Martin has built in this maybe he was. Like, he could conceivably say that he was.
Yes, yeah, it could be the... Yeah.
Yeah. All right, who's next? What do we got?
Okay, let's
The
move
shave
on. I'm
paint?
surprised he only has one nickname. We don't need we don't need to include Dark Flame because it's
Yeah,
not
that's
so much a nickname as just kind of like a prophetic vision. Like she
yes.
is seeing a Dark Flame, right? Oh, hear me out. Makoro, played by the greatest actor of our generation, Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal from such hits as Kazam
Shaq would need to get as
and
wide as he is tall.
okay. What else do we have? I'm kind of saving the painful Slavers Bay names. Who do we have? Okay. So Vargo Hote. Let's move on to Vargo Hote.
I always forget
The
he's from Essos. I think I just, if
yeah,
I'm being
he's
completely
from
honest, he's mostly overlapping with Locke from the show in my head.
nah. Locke from the show is basically like a Bolton vassal, right?
Yes.
He's a Bolton dude. But in the books, he's from the free city of Qohor, and in the free city of Qohor, they worship a black goat who I think represents a god of
Yes.
death, and so that's why the Brave Companion logo is a black goat on white. And his nickname is quite literally the
The
goat.
goat.
Brr, 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 brr.
Uh,
Yeah, honestly,
S
while
tier?
researching this made me just laugh out loud when I was like, he's just called the goat.
Yeah, we all know it.
Let's go.
I think
Okay.
it might be D. I like the connection to the faith of Qohor. And it is like you think of a goat and you think of like the devil, that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, it's definitely quite. There is something kind of dark and earthy, pagan, satanic.
I'd say
It kind of
D.
evokes that kind of. D. Yeah, it's not super interesting. Yeah, you're right. If you're
Yeah.
naming something after an animal, you kind of need it to. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go high D. It's a high D for me.
I would agree. I
Um,
don't think there's much that would be above it in D tier, but
he has another name as well. So I think his official nickname is the Goat, but he has another one because he's known for chopping off the hands and feet of his victims, and so he's known as the Crippler.
I'm not a fan of this one.
I mean, this is a rough one.
It's kind of basic.
Um, it sounds like a wannabe serial killer.
Yeah. It might be F. It's E or F for me.
I don't think it's a bad one. I'm thinking it's D tier. It's just kind of like he cuts people's limbs off, the Crippler.
Okay, maybe
Don't know.
maybe D then. We'll keep both.
Yeah, it's not used that often.
You're right. I don't think it's thinking about it.
Maybe
I don't
I'm
think it's quite
underselling
F.
Someone in
It's
the
not.
chat's
What were
like
the
the
other
Riddler.
F tiers? It was just to refresh people. I've gone back to the other one briefly. Ronald the Bad, Bryce the Orange, and Emmon the Yellow are our only F tiers so far.
I mean, and they belong there.
I would agree. So I like that it's just like somebody the bad and then 2 Rainbow Guard.
Yeah, yeah. The only Rainbow Guard who are not alliterative, so we didn't give them the benefit of the doubt.
Mm.
Someone in the chat said the Crippler sounds like a C tier Nightwing villain.
Yeah, that's not unfair.
Oh man. Okay, yeah. Okay, Vargo is gone. Let's move. Oh, I'll tell you what.
What?
Should we do the child who never was? Should we do Rhaego?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Who of course has one of the greatest nicknames
Yes,
in all
it's
of
an
Song of Ice
instant
and
S
Fire.
tier. This has to be S tier.
Let me put the really sells it.
It does.
Hold on a sec.
It makes
the
it sound
stallion
singular.
who mounts the world.
Oh,
Boy, okay, S tier.
easy
S tier. We
S.
don't even need to
Easiest
debate
S
it.
of my life.
Insane nickname for a character who basically doesn't
Insane nickname for a baby.
exist. Absurd nickname for a baby.
If I ever have kids, I'm going to name it Stallion Who Mounts the World.
Hell yeah.
Are there any more for Rhaego?
I think that's it.
What about
Oh, no.
Miri?
I'll look it up. Let me do
We're
my guy in
getting
the
into
chat.
the realm of my next video.
His next epithet is just Rhaego, son of Drogo, which, yeah.
S.
Yeah. All right, we're slowly making our way to Slaver's Bay, but we haven't quite landed there yet. Let's. Oh, we looked at the Brave Companions. There is someone in the Brave Companions. A Dothraki.
Oh, I forgot
Zolo
about
the
Solo the
Fat.
Fat.
Shout out.
Do you want to talk about this one? I'm going to step away for a second.
Sure. You've left me with a really
I know. Just
pretty
do
juicy one.
I give you permission to do the next one too.
Yeah. Okay, so Zolo the Fat. This is the Chungus Dothraki, who's part of the Brave Companions under Vargo Hoat, and he is the guy who takes Jaime Lannister's hand. Like he literally sits on Jaime Lannister's back and cuts his hand off with his arak. Which is funny. So I actually have a video. I don't mean to plug, of course, but I have a video called from years ago called "The Silent Butchers of Westeros," where it's I explicitly explore the individual character, the kind of low-key characters who are responsible for maiming and killing like important POVs, not those who gave the order, but those who committed the deed. So, for example, Ilan Payne, who killed Ned Stark, Sir Raymond Frey, who killed Catelyn Stark, Zolo the Fat, who took Jaime's hand. They're not the ones who ordered that, right? That was Joffrey, Walder Frey, Vargo Hoat, respectively, but they're the ones who did the deed. And he's called the Fat because he's just fat. He's just a fat Dothraki. You know, most of the Dothraki are kind of described as being like big and buff. You know, Jason Momoa looking motherfuckers. Zolo's just a big fat chungus. I guess it's not F tier, like Zolo the Fat. I think Zolo the Fat needs to go with the Fat Man, if I'm being honest. It's not an F because it does kind of flow off the, like Zolo the Fat. Kind of flows off the tongue a little bit. Some people are saying Zolo the Fat goes hard. It kind of does. Zolo the Fat. It rolls off the tongue really. Zolo the Fat. Honestly, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna S tier it and see if Quinn notices.
I've noticed.
Fuck.
I stand by the fact that Silent Butchers of Westeros video should have had an Yrio Hotah section.
Oh. Yeah, no, you're right.
I think I told you that at the time.
You did.
I think I told you that when it was like almost finished and you didn't want to add another section.
Yeah, I didn't want to make a brand new video.
Also, because Aerys Oakheart is like barely a viewpoint.
Wait, does that make is Aeryo the first PO and only
Yes,
POV
he's the only
to
viewpoint to kill a viewpoint.
That's crazy.
I know.
Anyway, Zolo the Fat. For me, honestly, I was going to put him in E next to Fat Man. I think I've been persuaded into D because like, it does roll off the tongue really nicely. Zolo the Fat. Okay, Zolo the Fat. Who else do we have?
Someone in the chat asks, who did Aeryo kill? Exactly.
The greatest POV of all time, Sir
Aerys Oakheart. The Soiled Knight.
I'm just checking some of the other Bloody Mamas because I'm pretty sure I'm just seeing.
That could be another fun addition to this stream series, ranking chapter titles.
Ooh, I think we've discussed that.
I'm mostly suggesting it because I know John Connington would sweep, but
I'm surprised you haven't done this just as a video.
Yeah, actually I might. That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely doing the chapter title nicknames as its own separate slide. I think it could be part of this series for sure. Who
else we got?
Urswick is known as Urswick the Faithful. I don't think that's worth ranking.
I would agree.
Shagwell the Fool. That's just kind of describing what he is. Okay, moving on. Oh, Braavos. Okay, so there's a courtesan in There's actually an inherited epithet. So there's a courtesan in Braavos called the Black Pearl, not to be confused with the ship, not to be confused with the Captain Jack ship. And it's kind of an inherited title. And so one of the most famous, I think the original Black Pearl is the courtesan who's one of Aegon IV's mistresses.
I think you're right. That's a gap for me because I've read Fire and Blood a bunch of times. World of Ice and Fire, specifically the like mid Targaryen stuff between the dance and like, I don't know, Aegon the Fifth, I have just a fairly sizable gap.
Yeah, I could probably name all of his mistresses. Could I? Yes, I could. In order. I won't do it now
Black
because I'm not
Pearl
a dick.
is kind of basic to me. I think it might be because of Pirates of the Caribbean. I think if that hadn't been,
It came out before Pirates. Hold on, you can't blame
Did
Pirates
it?
of the Caribbean. Surely it did.
what was the first book in which this has to have appeared either in A Feast for Crows or A Dance with Dragons? Because that's when we're in Braavos. Yeah.
All right, let me double check this.
When was the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie? It was before 2005 or 2011.
First Pirates of the Caribbean movie was 2003.
There you go.
Wait, hold on. Let me just double check.
Your search of Ice and Firing.
World of Ice and Fire, Feast for Crows.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
As always.
But hold on, that doesn't make it less cool just because it might be a deliberate Pirates of the Caribbean reference. It's a cool name, and it's kind of got that fun exotic feeling, and obviously it's a courtesan from Braavos, from across the narrow sea. It's how is Black Flame S tier and Black Pearl you're sleeping on?
I played Diamond version,
gem.
man.
She's a beautiful gem, Quinn. She's a pearl.
I'd say C. It's not on the same level as like the Cheesemonger. Come on.
I think it is. I think it's B. I think
it's C.
How do we solve this one?
I started at D. In fairness,
we could do a poll. That poll was strangely fun.
it was, but I feel like there's not as strong emotions on this. I'm willing to put it in B.
That's okay. Low. We'll do a low B. I like
B.
Black Pearl. I think that's a cool nickname. And then yeah.
Oh, if I'm thinking of like courtesans, I don't remember if she's a courtesan or not, but one who comes to mind for me is the Widow of the Waterfront, which might be an A for me.
Wait, let me look that up.
In
Volantis? She's a businesswoman.
Of course. That's the line. That's what you say.
Late husband was the Triarch Vagaro.
Mm-hmm. From the longest goddamn chapter in the entire series. It's not the longest, but it feels the longest.
I think it's one of those chapters I have genuinely just like blurred out.
Tyrion 7, A Dance with Dragons.
Oh no, I think I know. I do remember
just him and Jorah walking around Volantis for like 30 pages.
You know when some people experience trauma and they like black out the memories? I think I've done that with that chapter.
Yeah, that's not unfair.
But sure, okay, let's do Widow of the Woodfront then, because that is
I think it's A for me.
Of course, you think it's a courtesan when it's a powerful businesswoman.
Oh,
god damn it, Quinn.
My mistake.
God damn it, Quinn. Yeah, no, that's incredible.
It's got to be A, right? It's like that classic, the classic image of like a sailor's wife, that sort of thing. Though there is the literal sailor's wife, but this way it's like even more haunting. I feel like it sounds like a ghost of some kind.
Oh, okay. I just double checked the courtesans. They all have nicknames, and the nicknames are all really interesting. I think we need to go through them.
Okay, let's go.
None of them are inappropriate.
I appreciate that.
Relax yourself. I remember Arya thinking that that kind of like fun childlike perspective, thinking that the Black Pearl should be called the Brown Pearl because she's like got light brown skin. Mm-hmm. That's such like a kind of like perspective of a child being like, that name doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's not great at writing kids. Other times he's able to capture the kind of a fun kind of childlike.
I think it's an age thing. Like Arya, I think is always pretty convincing.
Oh, for sure. Okay, there's one courtesan called the Veiled Lady. This one's kind of boring.
I'd say E.
Yeah. Oh, it says she's beautiful, but none of her lovers see her face. Oh, that's very interesting.
That's okay. That doesn't factor into the name for me. But that is cool.
Are we bumping that up, maybe?
I think still E.
Okay. Imagine paying for a courtesan who doesn't show her face. That's some
honestly power move. Right, I respect it.
That's wild. That's like OnlyFans girls who don't take their clothes off. It's like they're still making 6 figures a month. It's like, damn, that's some skill right there. Quinn knows what I'm talking about. Okay, Merlin Queen. That's one of them. The Merlin Queen.
I don't know. Not inspiring as well. It's
Yeah, I think that's also E tier.
I would also say E.
Now this one, Moonshadow.
Oh,
This
it
sounds
sounds
like
like
a
a
dragon
warrior
from
cat's
Fire and Blood.
name.
Yeah. The
Uh,
beautiful Moonshadow wears only white and silver, like a moon.
she's gonna marry Darkstar. Darkstar and Moonshadow.
Oh my god, that's a. We need to start writing down these series.
Yeah, we really do.
Littlefinger Cannibal.
I have to write that
Darkstar
fanfic.
Moonshadow Wedding.
I think it's
Damn.
a C tier. It's a little better. C or D? What do you think?
I think C. It's not gonna go higher because it kind of sounds a bit kind of like DeviantArt OC.
Yeah, it's a middle school's like.
Yeah. So it can go mid. It can go kind of.
I'm
in the
good
middle
with it
there.
being mid.
Now there's this one, Daughter of the Dusk.
Ooh, damn.
I don't even remember these names.
Neither do I.
This has to be in. This must be in the appendix, I guess.
It
No,
has-
it says
yeah.
it's Cat of the Canals actually. Cat of the Canals chapter.
I'm gonna go A.
Yeah, Daughter of the Dusk slaps.
Daughter
Are you
of the
kidding me?
Dusk. Honestly, I could hear that
Mm.
as. Actually, you know what? Calling my shot. Non-zero chance that could be an Arya chapter title in the Winds of Winter.
Ooh,
Right?
confirm. Yeah, no, I
'Cause
see that.
That is one thing. Martin has
Double meaning.
confirmed, like I think like at a panel or something. Maybe it was after he read the Mercy chapter. He said that like the Mercy identity is burned. We are not getting another Mercy chapter, so we're gonna have more Arya names.
Ah, Daughter of the Dusk is perfect.
Yeah.
God damn. Okay, and then there's a couple more. There's okay. Oh, did that one? Oh, that's just.
Nightingale.
I don't know. I don't even know how I did that. Let's try that again, shall we? Nightingale. I don't know why there's an S on the end.
I was gonna say plural.
Yeah, twins. Okay,
I think.
yeah, Nightingale. Oh, wait, it led me to a Song of Ice and Fire wiki article just about the birds themselves. Okay, that's very not helpful.
I would say Nightingale is probably E again.
Wait, what even? The fact she doesn't have a wiki page makes me think this might not
So
be
maybe
true.
she doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
A courtesan in Braavos from a Samwell chapter. Yeah, so what were you saying?
I'd say probably E.
Yeah, it's
Generic.
It's eh.
We
And
haven't.
then the final.
No, go ahead. We'll finish
Yeah,
that,
go
and
on.
then I have a suggestion.
Okay, the final one is Poetess, who apparently always has a book in hand.
I like that marginally more.
Yeah, I think that's a D.
I would agree. I think it's D.
Yeah, Poetess.
We then have a super chat from JD Tales. Thank you so much. Saying that Kago Corpse Killer needs to be A or S. I don't care that it's an insult. It's cool.
I mean,
I think we need to rank it.
the
That's,
way.
I think it's. Do you think A or S? Because I think it is one of those two.
Ooh,
Kago Corpse
Kago
Killer.
Corpse Killer.
The
I
triple?
think that might be an S.
It might be. I think it has
Triple
to be.
alliteration.
Ooh, and I have another suggestion for after that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we? Yeah, Kago Corpse Killer. God, yeah, that's S. I have another S tier suggestion for you.
Mm-hmm.
Urathon Nightwalker,
Ooh.
aka Euron Greyjoy.
Don't spoil my video.
Sorry.
Orathan Nightwalker.
I don't know if it's S in retrospect. Maybe it's A. What do you think?
Is that even a nickname? That could just be a name.
That's a good. I would assume Nightwalker is a nickname.
Yeah, no, that is a nickname. I mean, Orathan Nightwalker. It flows together so well. It's dark and creepy. Orathan Nightwalker. Ooh.
I think Night being in a name just makes it rank higher. Like, if I recall the Bastard of Night song. I don't know. I'm torn between A and S. What do you think?
I can't choose.
I think I'm leaning A.
Okay, let's go A.
I think
Let's
Cargo
go A.
Corpse Killer is better.
Yeah. Um. Well, while we're on that note, shall we do some more sellswords?
Yes, I'll also say people in the chat are saying, isn't that another identity? We don't technically know. It's theorized that it's a Euron fake identity, but I'm going to say it counts for nicknames right now.
Yeah, it's just a theory. Just a
Yeah.
theory right now, so. Okay, now that we've done Kego Corpse Killer, his boss, the Tattered Prince.
Ooh. I've always liked this nickname.
Yeah, it's really good. Because he was a magister, right? And he was going to be
Yes.
he was elected to be the Prince of Pentos, and he fled because like I don't want to have this insane ceremonial position where I get sacrificed at the end if things go wrong. So he was like went off to become a sellsword, built up his own company, and he has a tattered cloak that's several like torn surcoats and cloaks.
I love that coat. That
sewn
is the
together.
coolest goddamn thing.
Yeah, and so he's called the Tattered Prince. Oh, let me get him. Let me get a picture of him up.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
by
That does
a
it
picture,
helps
of
with the
course,
effect.
I mean a Haven branded picture, and he has. There he is.
Is a
With
white
his
rectangle.
sad eyes.
Oh, there he is.
His sad eyes and his patchwork cloak. The Tattered Prince. I'd say this is like A or B for me.
I was also thinking A or B. I think A.
Yeah, A. It's A. He does have another nickname. Let me
He does?
that one. He does.
Tatters?
Tatters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that less.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's cute. It's like a nice shortening.
Yeah. It's
C
like a
or
C.
D?
I think
Let's
it's
go
like
C.
a D actually. It's kind of
Oh, yeah, D.
it's kind of goofy. He's also known as Rags, but that's kind of like the same thing. So
Yeah.
that's just
I like tatters more than like rags.
actually I've done a terrible job with this list for what it's worth. I don't even think I even looked for sellswords. Okay, just double checking the sellswords.
I'm gonna
Do any
delete
of
the
them
tattered
have
prince image real
cool
quick.
nicknames? Oh, Denzo Dan.
What?
So that's not his nickname. He's like the lieutenant to the Tattered Prince, and I just copy and pasted his name. Where is it? There we go. He's known as the Warrior Bard.
Ooh. The D&D player in me likes that a lot.
Oh yeah. It's not super creative.
No, I'd say C. I think it's a pretty solid C.
Yeah, that is a solid. And we did Brienne the Beauty last time, and we have kind of a similar name, Pretty Meris, who is the torturer of the Windblown.
I don't
Again,
like this
it's
as
an
much as
ironic
Brienne the
nickname.
Beauty.
No, it's not as good, is it? No alliteration for one,
Yeah.
and it's kind of simpler. It's yeah, it feels nastier. Because Brienne the Beauty is kind of like quite an over the top insulting nickname, but like Pretty Meris is like
Yeah. I feel like
it kind of
just
sounds
the word
harsher, doesn't it?
pretty can sound pretty biting.
Yeah, especially with an English accent where you're kind of emphasizing the T's.
Yeah. I'd say like
Pretty Meris. It's
E or D.
I'm thinking. I think it's C. I think it's like
Okay.
a fine nickname.
I could
It's
go
an
with
ironic
that.
nickname. It sounds kind of blunt and it's harsh, and you know it's. I know just the visual of like this woman who's had a whole bunch of stuff cut off of her, and everyone calls her Pretty Maris,
Yeah.
and she's just got these dead eyes. I don't know. Just the combination is just kind of, you know, quite a chilling character. Is C okay? Is C okay
Yeah,
with you?
C's good with me.
You're not emotionally attached to this character.
No,
to
no.
Pretty Maris. Okay.
Also,
Okay.
I should say
now.
thank you all for watching as well. We're not done. I just wanted to say, ask to like the stream as well. I realized I think I forgot to say that at the beginning, or maybe I remembered. I don't remember.
Maybe you did. I think you did.
Maybe I always forget whether or not I've done that.
So I'm trying to think of sellswords. You know what's crazy? Dario Naharis doesn't have a nickname.
None, really?
No, really.
Hmm.
But you know who does have a nickname?
Who?
Mero, the Titan's bastard.
Ooh, that's really good.
And he's called that because he's from Braavos, and so he's
Yes.
basically like, yeah, the Titan of Braavos, I'm the Titan's bastard. I really like it. I'm thinking A.
I was thinking B.
I'm not super attached to it. I can go with B. It definitely stood out
Actually,
to
you
me
know what?
when I
I think
read
it
the
fits a
books.
lot better in A. I don't think it's on the same level as like the cheesemonger or the spider.
Yeah, the Titan's bastard. Now we'll do one more sellsword one unless the chat reminds us of any more.
Bloodbeard?
Oh no, there are two more. There are two more. Yes, I just saw people typing in Bloodbeard. So Bloodbeard is underrated as hell. No one.
Yes.
I mean, because the character's not super
Sounds gross.
interesting. Just kind of an evil sellsword. But like Bloodbeard, I love that name actually.
Yeah.
I like him more than the Tattered Prince for sure. And I like the
Really?
Tattered Prince. Yeah, Bloodbeard.
I think it's on the same level for me.
Oh. You telling me Bloodbeard doesn't belong with Black Flame and Corpse Killer?
It's not that good. Are you saying
No.
Bloodbeard is on the same level as the stallion who mounts the world?
Well, very little is on. I mean, I think that's like a high S. I'm putting that up there.
Yeah.
Fine, we'll go A. We'll go A with it. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. Bloodbeard. And then again, unless there's anything in the chat in terms of sellswords, there's one more, which is very simple. Brown Ben Plum.
Actually, there is one more that you've forgotten.
Oh, who is it?
So we'll do Brown Ben first, and then I'll blow
Okay.
your mind with the person you've forgotten.
So, Brown Ben Plum. The name is simple. It's alliteration. Brown Ben, and he's got a whole bunch of ancestry, right? He's got was it like Dothraki mother and Summer Islander father, and then he's got like Kahoric and Westerosi, and like he's a mix of Essos in one person. Brown Ben Plum. It's got nice. It's got a
rolls
nice
off
flow
the
to
tongue.
it. Nice alliteration. It's quite kind of low key, and so is he. He's quite a down to earth sellsword compared to someone like Dario, who's way more kind of, grandiloquent, boisterous. I think it's like a solid C.
I'd agree. C's good. And there's also one more from the chat that I had forgotten.
Plum.
Before getting to the one that I had found myself, Ink Pots was suggested by the chat.
Oh yes, because is he the treasurer?
I believe so. Treasurer of the Second Sons.
And so yeah, he has inky fingers. Yeah, that's a cute one. I think that's also
like
a
it.
C.
I think C as well. But no, the one that I was surprised you forgot was Homeless Harry Strickland.
Oh. You're surprised I forgot that one? All right, Homeless Harry.
I like Homeless Harry.
Homeless Harry is unironically, in my opinion, is F tier.
Really?
A lame nickname for a lame character. Homeless
That's
Harry.
the point. That's why I like it.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, it does have alliteration.
It has alliteration. Your favorite.
It does have a point to it, which is that he is homeless because he's a sellsword in exile. Yes, it's a lame name for a character who's kind of meant to be a lame, stodgy fella who's not exactly a charismatic leader, but
I think Homeless Harry is like D tier.
D is generous.
Okay, C.
Oh my god. Fine, you win D. As long as he doesn't go above a D. That's disgraceful. Putting Homeless Harry above Nightingale?
Yeah, he's intentionally lame. Like that's Martin's point with him.
And so it's a lame nickname.
Yeah. He is allowed to be a loser, and I want to honor that.
Just because it's intentionally lame. Just because it's intentionally lame doesn't mean it's...
Yeah. Okay, what else we got in terms of Essos? I keep thinking Shave Pate.
Yes, yeah. Are you ready to go to Slaver's Bay?
I suppose
Once
so.
you go, you cannot come back. It's... Okay, let's go to Slaver's Bay. Right, so... First off, let's begin with Astapor. Cleon takes over and becomes Cleon the Great, which I think he calls himself, which is kind of based.
I love the way that Jorah says Cleon on the show. I don't know why. It just scratches my brain.
Cleon.
But this might be F tier? I don't know.
F tier? No,
Cleon
this isn't
the
F tier.
Great? Like what?
Well, he's a king. It's like a kind of he's a king. He's the great.
He's not that
I
great.
think it go. I kind of like Cleon the Great as just like a name that flows well. Cleon the Great.
I don't know.
It's not F tier. It's not F tier is like insultingly bad. Cleon the Great is like a king calling himself the Great. You know.
You know what?
Cleon
Let's
the
put it
Great,
next
you
to
know?
Homeless Harry.
Okay, I'll put him slightly above Homeless Harry out of spite. Although I think he's
Okay.
probably being covered up by the
Yes,
the
it is
chat,
completely
but-
covered up. Actually, no,
That's all
it's
good.
just out of range. You're fine.
He is also known as Cleon the Butcher because he used to be a butcher, and it's kind of a double meaning because he, is quite a brutal ruler and he's making kids slaves.
I like Cleon the Butcher more than I like Cleon the Great.
I agree. Yes,
Maybe C?
especially as a name of a king. A C, yeah, let's go C. And then I believe again that also might be hidden. And then he has one more, but I don't remember this. I don't remember. Wait, let me just double check this one because it goes hard, but I'm not sure if it's. Yeah, he's also known as, and this is the best one of all of them in my opinion. He's known as King Cleaver.
Ooh.
Again, one that I don't remember from the books. It must be like because there are characters who are given a nickname and they refer to that several times, and then they'll be given one nickname once. And usually that one-time one is like better than the others. Like King Cleaver.
I think he just keeps
Let's go.
getting higher. I think this might be B for me.
Yeah, I like King Cleaver. I feel like that should have just been his name.
Yeah, I
King
agree.
Cleaver. And he is eventually succeeded by King Cutthroat, who cuts the throat of Cleon II. Quite a simple name.
Yeah, it's got the alliteration. It's evocative. I don't know.
like it.
I think B is
It's not
B as
super
well.
interesting, but
Yeah.
what did you say?
B as well, maybe?
Yeah, honestly. King Cleaver, King Cutthroat. I like it.
Good.
There's also King Cutthroat's rival, who was the concubine of Cleon the Great, Queen Whore. Not a very inspired
S?
nickname. Yeah.
I'd
Anyway,
say-
enough about Gatehouse Amy.
I think E.
Am I right, fellas? E? Yeah, E. Okay, so moving over to Yunkai.
Everyone's
oh boy,
favorite.
Okay, this is gonna be speed round because there's a lot of Yunkish.
Yeah.
So, first off, we have Yezenzo Kagaz, also known as the Yellow Whale, because he is basically Jabba the Hutt, and he
Yeah.
wears
Oh my
yellow
god, I
robes.
never put that together.
Yeah,
he kinda is,
like
isn't
when
he?
I read it, I thought of Jabba the Hutt, and there's a specific piece of art.
I think I know
which
exactly the
literally
art you're
has
talking
him.
about.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it up on screen. It's from DeviantArt.
Ah.
It's by a gentleman scientist. There we go. I shouted him out. There we go. There we have Yezen the Hutt with sweets and nurse.
I actually hadn't seen that one.
Oh, that's not the one. But yeah. Is it just me? Do you think it's kind of weird that like Yezen's assistant is called Nurse?
Yes.
Like, I guess that it's just meant to be like, it's not meant to mean nurse as we know it. It's just meant to be like an SOC name that happens to be the same word for. Yeah, but it's like, why? I always thought that was like a bizarre naming choice.
I have no idea. What do you think?
Anyway,
where does the
I
yellow whale
love the-
land?
So when I started my Battle of Fire video, I couldn't remember the name of any of the Wise Masters except one, the Yellow Whale. I remembered the name and I remembered the image because it's very visceral and
Oh,
evocative.
we're
I
gonna have to go
love the
through
Yellow
all
Whale.
of the wise masters.
We are, but that's why we're doing quickfire. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Yellow Whale is for me. Yellow Whale is A or S. I love this name.
Yeah, I'd say A.
All right, let's go A. Shout out to Yezenzo Kagaz in the show, who literally is just like
Just a guy.
dude, just an Uber driver.
Yep. Doesn't
Okay,
he, like,
are you ready?
survive? Like, he lives.
Yeah, he's still alive.
That's crazy. Doesn't die of dysentery.
That's a deleted scene from season 6.
Ah, shame.
Okay.
Who else we got?
The girl general. Oh, and by the way, just to clarify, the nicknames for these wise masters are not given to themselves. They're given by sellswords. So I think it's Westerosi sellswords are nicknaming them these, and they're all meant to be derogatory to an extent.
Girl General,
So,
E tier.
yeah, that's just the girl who thinks of herself as like Yunkai's answer to Daenerys, and they're disparagingly like the girl general because she's only like 16.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, they're like, who's this? There's Paisar Zomirak, who is known as the Little Pigeon because he's a very short man who puffs his chest out and waddles around like a pigeon. He's the guy who makes the herons and breeds the super tall slaves because he's probably got a bit of a inferiority complex thing going on.
He also
Little Pigeon
dies, right?
He dies in the
Winds of Winter.
According to the notes of the Barristan 2 sample chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't actually have the full transcript. According to the notes, I believe the Red Lamb, one of Barristan's squires,
Yes.
bashes him over the head with a mace.
Mm-hmm.
Which you can see in my Battle of Blood video. I animated that. Yeah, Little Pigeon. I like that he's called that because he basically just looks like a pigeon, and it's derogatory, so it is kind of funny. It's not particularly interesting. Maybe like D tier.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
D tier. Okay. Next up, we have three brothers of Zo Raisin, the House of Raisin.
If you say the kettle blacks, I'm turning the stream off.
They are known as the Clanker Lords.
Ooh.
So, yeah. And they're called the Clanker Lords, again, disparagingly, because they chain their slaves up to stop them from running away, which is probably one of the dumbest things in the history of A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah, and then I think Barristan also encounters them, right?
But I think Barristan deliberately diverts his men away from the
Yes, you're
Giscari
right.
Legion because it's like, a well-armed, well-trained, competent army, and is like, okay, we're going after the Clanker Lords because if we can, they can't escape, and then they all just fall over and knock each other over because they're all literally chained together.
I'm getting mixed up. I think I've mixed fanfic into my understanding.
Oh, okay.
The Preston fanfic. I think they're featured there.
Oh, but they are also mentioned in the Winds of Winter Barristan second sample chapter. It's mentioned that Barristan does divert his attention to the herons and the Clanker slaves. But yes, Clanker Lords. The Clanker Lords. That's also kind of.
Yeah, I'd say also D.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have Gazdor Zoalak, known as Lord Wobblecheeks.
S.
We're not told why. We can infer
not told.
probably a chubby boy with a chubby face. Lord Wobblecheeks.
You're assuming face?
Oh, maybe I made a mistake.
Oh.
Maybe something else be wobbling.
S?
This is, Lord Wobblecheeks. Honestly, Lord Wobblecheeks is like. If I kind of feel like it deserves an F, but I do like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I exactly know what you mean.
Like, I think we can like proudly put it in F.
Yes, I would say that's perfect.
Like we're not mocking it. We're like respectfully putting it in
We need something in F tier.
Okay, there's Morgaz Zozerzin, who's known as the Drunken Conqueror.
That's actually
that
pretty good.
Kind of goes hard, actually.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's like C or B for me, maybe B.
I'm gonna go B too. The Drunken Conqueror.
It's pretty good.
Ooh, okay. Gorzak Zoeraz, known as Pudding Face.
D.
Where the hell did that go? There we go. Pudding Face. Yeah, I guess he's just got a pudding face. I'm not entirely sure what that means.
Yeah.
That honestly, that sucks.
It's not great. That might be F2.
Pudding face is like an Wobblecheeks is a proud F. Pudding face is like a shameful F.
Yes.
That sentence, just saying that sentence, made me kind of question my entire career. Like, what am I doing with my life?
What if they both become viewpoints in Wins?
That would be wild. That would be in the Haven fanfic.
Turn the page, Wobble Cheeks.
God damn.
Are we through the goddamn Yunkai?
Nearly.
Oh
Stay strong. Phasehar Zophase is known as the Rabbit. It's not explained why. I guess he's just small.
S tier.
Oh wait, no. I think he's small and has buck teeth. Maybe.
S tier.
You can't. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm not allowing the rabbit in S tier.
It's E or F for me.
I mean, does this not belong with the goat and
It does,
the
yeah.
pigeon?
That's actually, you know what?
It's
No, it
just
doesn't. I like the goat.
You're right. Actually, the rabbit is actually worse than that. Okay. Oh my God, we made it through the Yunkai. We
Thank
actually made it.
Christ.
And now we have the Meereenese. Let's go.
Oh my god.
So,
Wait, okay, can we take an interlude real quick?
Of course.
I have someone that we want to address before then, who's not from any of
Okay,
these
yes.
places, so we probably should address her sooner than later. She's also
Of
in the
course.
thumbnail.
Oh, yes. Kind of important. Okay. Melisandre. She has a host of nicknames, so we're going to blitz through them. The most common one is not the rabbit. I don't know why that... Hold on, I didn't copy that properly. She is known as the Red Woman. That's kind of her main nickname, I think.
We also have a Manderly in chat who's reminded us of 3 Yunkai we have not yet addressed.
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't... Okay, we will address them after Melisandre. Yes.
Okay, Melisandre, and then we'll get to those 3. Thank you for prolonging our torture. The Red Woman goes hard, though.
Yes, the Red Woman.
I think it's A.
Yeah.
Because I only think... I think it would be S if there wasn't a name that I like more.
Wait, whoa. I moved the back pearl by accident. There we go, the Red Woman. See, yes, I know exactly what you mean. We're getting there soon.
Yes.
She's also known as the Red Witch, but not as commonly as she's called the Red Woman. Although I think I prefer the Red Witch.
I like them both. I think you're right. I think the witch is just kind of sounds better.
I kind of wish her nickname was the Red Witch. It kind of... It sounds more sinister. The Red Woman, like, I get that there's obviously like a kind of this woman.
I think it's also we probably hear it less because Red Witch is kind of like more negative, and I feel like
of course
those who are close to her can call her the Red Woman.
That's a good point. I think let's put Red Witch in A as well because it's also good, but again, it's not said as much because it's derogatory. But yeah,
agreed.
The Red Witch. I would like to point out that reading Dragonbone Chair and all the things George took inspiration from is very funny because there is full on like a sorceress man who wears red robes. Like it's a male Melisandre. I remember being like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm gonna do a video about this, but like there's literally a red comet in that book that signals like a massive change. Yeah, there's a shock. There's literally a race of like icy villainous people from the north who are going to invade south while a civil war is about to break out.
Jesus. Can we?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think George may have.
We've all done that. I'm a dungeon master. That's all that is.
Yeah. It's not about ideas. It's about the execution, right?
Bingo.
Okay, we're not quite getting to the one you want to get to.
I want to get there.
There's Lady Red, which is also kind of cool.
Kinda.
It's not A tier cool.
It's like C, I think.
I think she even had more, but I was just like, there are too many. Let me just double check. I kind of want to prolong your pain. Oh, she's also known as Melanie. Yeah, I'm not gonna
That's
include
like
that.
her name.
Yeah, Lady Red. What's Lady Red?
I'd say C.
Yeah, sure. And then finally we have the one you wanted to get to, which she's not cool enough, but
might be the coolest nickname in the series.
The King's Red Shadow.
The King's Red Shadow. Oh my god.
No. Oh no.
It's the easiest S of my life.
Yeah, this is I can't tell you how ashamed I am that Strong Belwas is up there.
Honestly, I think I like the King's Red Shadow more than I like the stallion who mounts the world.
Maybe King's Red Shadow belongs up here. The King's Red Shadow.
Oh my god.
Goes so hard.
And it says so much.
It really does. It has like 3 different layers.
I know. It's incredible. It's fantastic.
Oh, just the visual imagery. Oh my god. Okay. Yes.
We have to go back to the goddamn Yunkai.
Before we do, can we talk about Melisandre's mother?
What?
Waith of the Shadow.
Oh, you completely lost me. I didn't know what you were talking.
Yeah, Mel's mother. Sorry, I should have rephrased that. Can we talk about Shiera Seastar?
Of course. Quaithe the Shadow is okay. I like Quaithe as a name mostly because
Mm.
Q.
Mm.
Quaithe the Shadow I'd
Quaithe,
say is B tier.
Quaithe the GM. B tier, yeah. Put you in there, slip you in there. Okay, we are going back to Slaver's Bay, your favorite
Yes.
place.
The
So,
Perfumed Hero. S.
did you say something?
I said that the Perfumed Hero belongs in S.
Oh right, yes, we missed out a few. Hold on a sec. Let me how I thought we hadn't gone through enough.
We
Masters.
missed 3.
So Perfume Hero, Beastmaster, and
Charioteer.
Charioteer. Yeah, nothing is described about them at all.
Nope.
So I just had to make up what they look like. In my head, I was like, I'm just gonna go ham when I drew the characters. Perfumed Hero, that's dumb.
I'd say E.
What's that? Yeah, that's an E. That's an E tier. Beastmaster,
Good movie.
like a
D.
maybe a D.
D.
Yeah, we're on the
And then
same wavelength here.
Charioteer
I was gonna hide behind the chat. Charioteer, yeah.
might be F. That's just kind of nothing.
Yeah. All right. Is it as bad as Pudding Face though?
Okay. E. I
think
could
E.
be
I think
sold
it's
on it
low
being
E.
E.
Okay, we've made it through Yunkai. Now let's go to Meereen. We
Shave
will
Pate.
start with Scar Hasmo Kandak, the
Ooh.
Shave Pate, and he is called so because he's basically the ringleader of a new class of people in Meereen who are former slave owners, former masters who are now embracing Dany's regime and rejecting their old culture by shaving off their hair.
Shave Pate.
And being like,
If I had to dedicate a video to someone in the Slaver's Bay plot, it's probably the Shave Pate. I might make a video. I was actually just thinking about that the other day. Because he's an interesting character and he is such a schemer that people really don't talk about or think about. I like the Shave Pate. I would say maybe for the nickname itself, it's pretty basic. B or C. What do you think?
there he is, there's a boy. Shave Pate, yeah, it's Shave Pate. I think that's C.
Yeah, it's very functional, and it is kind of the Littlefinger thing where like I think of him as the Shave Pate a lot more than I think of him as
Scar has no
Skahaz.
Kandak.
Yeah.
I love my drawing of Shave Pate, not to
It
blow
is.
my own
It is genuinely great. We do have a super chat
this.
from Tom Rolfe. Thank you. Campaigning for Carl the Maid for S tier, or we're all gonna get reeved.
Carl the Maid will be there in our lowborn ranking.
Yes,
because
he's
of course
not been ranked yet.
He's
but he will
not a
be.
noble. I mean, Carl the Maid. I think I actually really like that name.
I do too. I think it's high.
I really like that most Ironborn are just these like big bearded brutes who are built like barrels of ale, and like Carl the Maid is just
this twink.
skinny young guy. Yeah, this twink, and like that's who Ash is into.
Yeah, I respect it. Okay, Shave Pate. Who else we got in Meereen?
Moving on, Hizdar Zolorak, best known as King Hazu.
Best.
Well, he's known as that
Who
by
calls
one
him
person.
that?
Who is it? Wait, let me double. Do you not remember King Hazu?
I cannot say that I do.
I have a feeling it might be one of Quentin Martell's friends.
Like Archer drink.
Wait, hold on. So, let me search if I can find this. No results found. Don't lie to me.
I think you might have been
Oh.
tricked by a wiki, my friend.
Wait, no. Aha! I had Victorian Greyjoy. There we go. There we go. Jairus. Oh, it's Archibald Ironwood.
You're right. It was Arch.
Jairus
Yeah.
laughed. Jairus laughed. A pity we have none. Do you trust this peace, Quent? I don't. Half the city is calling the Dragon Slayer a hero. The other half spits blood at the mention of his name. Hazu, the big man said. Quentin frowned. His name was Hargaz. Hizdar, Humzum, Hagnag, what does it matter? I call them all Hazu.
Wait, so this is not a
Uh,
nickname for his daughter, it sounds like. Reading that
no,
passage.
I think it is, but I think Quentin then
Oh,
misspeaks his dad's
Quentin
name.
doesn't know the name?
Yeah, I think it's like they're basically just arguing over that they
Sure.
don't know,
So S tier.
which is cool. George being self-aware about the names.
Yeah.
Okay,
That is
King
funny. I
Hazu.
never noticed that.
King Hazu is S tier, right?
Yes.
Of course. Long live Hazu. Okay, and then the final people from Meereen, unless
Thank
I'm
God.
forgetting any, are the names of the pit fighters.
Oh, yeah. The spotted cat?
So I didn't note that one down. Thanks for prolonging this even more.
Sorry.
Spotted cat. The spotted cat. That sounds like a
Uh,
pub in England.
D or E?
Let's go E. E. Okay,
I didn't
next
like
up.
that.
Next up, Goghor the Giant.
Oh.
That's fire. There isn't an O tier, I'm afraid.
Sorry, Quentin. D or C?
I like Gog. I think this is like a B. I like the alliteration. I
Really?
like how powerful it sounds. Goghor the Giant.
I think
It's
you just like the
simple.
first name.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'm just simple. Yeah, C. Let's see. Alliteration. It's simple. It works. Okay. Let me move some stuff out the way. Out of the way, please. There we go. Goghor the Giant. Okay. This one confuses me. Cameron of the Count. I don't understand this
Like
one.
from Sesame Street?
Stop the count.
I for some reason my brain was not prepared to see Cameron spelled that way.
Yeah, Cameron.
Martin really
Cameron
channels
of
his inner millennial sometimes.
It doesn't say any, like, in his origin is unknown. What does this mean? Of the count? Like, what does that actually mean? As in,
Like a
Like
count
what?
is like a title, or like can he?
or like counting?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just about. Maybe that's way or his way of being like, I do count. I'm an important person.
I'm gonna say E.
Imagine he is a count and he just has like a thick accent. He's like, I am Cameron of the Count. Maybe he's French.
He could be.
E.
I think we
Yeah,
really
let's
need to
put him
consider
in
that
E.
more for Ice and Fire characters.
All right, Cameron of the Count. Shout out to that, like, in the show where Loris is talking about fringed sleeves, and it sounds like he's saying French sleeves.
I do not remember that.
There's a bit where he's talking to Sansa when he's like, beautiful dress, French sleeves. Everyone's like, French sleeves? What the fuck? Okay. We've got only a few more, and then maybe we can turn to the chat to see if we've missed any SOC ones out.
Yeah.
Bellaquo Bonebreaker, or Bellaquow Bonebreaker.
I think it's Quo and A. That's a really great nickname.
Bellaquo Bonebreaker. Yeah, let's go for it. You can go up there. We have another BB, and that is Barcena Blackhair.
Is she the one with the snake?
Let me double check. I feel like the one with the snake should have a different nickname.
Like Snake Lady
I
or
feel like
something?
her having black hair is not the most important part of that character.
I would agree.
No, Barcena Blackhair is a tall, dark woman who moves like a feral panther. No, that's not the Snake Lady.
Okay.
I don't think the Snake Lady has a name.
E tier then.
B, did you say?
I said E.
E? Barcena Blackhair? Fair enough. And then, we have more Bs. The Brindled Butcher.
Do you think
Again,
this has
just
like
lost
ties to the
illustration.
Brindled Men on Sithorios?
Ooh, maybe. Maybe.
That thought makes me like it a little bit more. Maybe like D.
Yeah, let's put him in D.
We do
Okay.
have a super chat from DRT is King. Thank you. Mr. of the Count tally mark. Oh, he tally marks himself.
Ah.
Like a-
Oh.
Like Batman
Victor
villain, or
Zsasz.
like Killmonger. Is that the guy from Black Panther?
Oh, it literally says Victor Chaz in the super chat.
Yeah.
And yeah, Killmonger from Marvel. Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool. Can we actually bump him up?
Oh, hell yeah. No, he's going up. Where did I put him?
He's
Cameron of the Count.
He's in E. I think maybe up to C.
Yeah, I mean, it fits his name. It
Yeah.
fits the alliteration. Okay,
Thank you for
chat,
pointing that
have we
out. That's a
missed
great point.
have we missed any ASOIAF characters with cool nicknames? I
Speak
think,
now or forever hold your peace.
and remember, we are talking about current existing A Song of Ice and Fire characters. We're not historical is a different live stream.
Yes.
We've basically
yeah.
got to do a commoner nickname, small folk nickname live stream, and a historical live stream. We could. Oh, Sonera She Snake is the snake person.
Oh, thank you. She does have a name. That sounds like a play on Shiera Seastar.
It did. I think George was tired that day.
I always feel like whenever I'm saying Shiera Seastar, I'm like mispronouncing sister.
Shiera Seastar.
Shiera Seastar.
That sounds like how George pronounces sister.
Yeah. The Dothrakai.
A sea star of the Dothrakai.
I'm glad that was where we both went.
We both went to the same. A Theon, well, Baratheon. Anyway, Sonera Sea Snake.
To address
that's cool.
a few in the chat, Butcher King we already did. Green Grace is a title. Simon Strikeback has been listed.
Simon Strikeback is you would know, of course, if you watched my Battle of Fire video. Simon Strikeback is one of the free men who supports Dany and formed his own free company. I believe he's in charge of the Stalwart Shields.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's a
called
commoner, so
Strikeback.
we'll
He's
address
called
him.
Strikeback because his back is has been lashed various times from when he was a slave, so it's striped.
Mm-hmm. Sonera She Snake, I think probably
She-snake.
probably D for me, and Strikeback maybe E.
E.
I'm gonna start
Let's do
muting
it.
you.
Don't be uncomfortable, Quinn. Let it happen. The E is part of life now.
Good
Okay.
point. Good point in the chat. Kindly Man.
Ooh, that is a nickname, I guess.
Yeah,
It's yeah.
he has no name.
Sure. That's true. Surely you mean Jack and Hagar from season 6 of Game of Thrones?
God.
Season 5 and 6. No.
And 2.
Yeah, season.
Yeah, he's in both 5 and 6.
Okay, Kindly Man. I mean, that's just like nothing, right? That's like
S?
F tier.
S tier.
That's just a man who's kind, and so Kindly Man.
I think it's E. It's not like it doesn't hurt me, you know.
You're right. It's not Pudding Face or Lord
Yeah.
Wobble Cheeks.
But where is he
Which-
putting his face? Someone has also
Nice
pointed out that the Waif would also be a nickname by that measure.
That's true. I keep forgetting the waif in the books is just like a child
Yes,
and not the Terminator.
Yeah.
The waif. Yeah, that's like what? That's probably another E, right?
Yeah, I'd say E.
Just is a waif.
They don't do names very well. It's kind of their thing.
Someone said Casporio the Cunning. That is the lieutenant, or shall I say lieutenant for my American watchers, who the right-hand man of Brown Ben Plum in the Second Sons, and he's he's a Braavosi who wears like a pink doublet, which is quite fun.
Have we ranked him already?
No, we haven't.
Ooh.
There
Where's
he
he
is. I
going?
was just typing him up.
What do you think?
Casporio the Cunning. It's like a cool name alliteration. It's like, I don't know, maybe a C.
I would agree.
Yeah, Casporio the Cunning. C tier. Maybe he's in Kenya tier.
Someone in the chat brings up a good point about considering the context around the Kindly Man, with him being a death priest with magic powers, being called the Kindly Man.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
I could
get
see
it.
bumping him up. Maybe to C.
Maybe I'm just traumatized by the Braavos plotline in the show that I just don't want to even
You might
look at it.
be.
Yeah, let's bump it up. Bump it up to C.
Yeah. And we'll adjust the spacing and everything between streams. Make it look a little prettier.
Can we talk about how in the show Jack and Hagar sends Arya to kill someone. She then doesn't kill someone. He then sends the waif to kill her for failing him, but says to the waif, you know, we're the faceless men, we don't have emotion. But then the waif acts really emotionally and tries to kill Arya out of anger. Then Arya kills the waif and brings her back as a threat. and then Jaqen H'ghar's like, "You're finally ready." Like what?
I completely forgot
Like,
about that.
none of those things add up. Like the way he smirked, like, "Yes, now you are ready to become no one." She's ready to become no one because she betrayed you and tried to flee and then killed the assassin you sent after her. That doesn't make and then returned with a face.
God.
I'm so confused. Oh,
What
God
an
damn
excellent season of television. Best season of Game of Thrones.
it. The chase. Ah, I did like Arya slicing the candle.
That was a cool
to
shot. I like
pitch
that.
black, and then the fights off screen. That was fine. That was chill. I
As a
like
Better Call Saul fan, shots involving candles, generally good.
that. Ooh, that means nothing to me, but ooh.
You should watch. It's a very good show. But
Shout out Severance.
I
I've been
think
Severance.
I think we're done for the day. Are we not?
I'm looking at the chat. I believe we wrapped this up in a cheeky 2 hours.
Yeah, we did. That was
quite
pretty
nice.
concise.
I'm just
All right.
double checking the chat.
Well,
I'm not. Yeah, I think.
yeah. Be sure to subscribe both to this channel and to Fantasy Haven, who is linked in the description. Do you want to plug your pluggables?
Of course. Fantasy Haven, check me out. Working on a real Euron Greyjoy video, working on a Battle of Blood video. Can't wait to release those. I've got a Patreon. If you want access to the Patreon Discord and exclusive videos like the history of House Dane and like posting my pictures and updates and all that stuff. I've also got a merch if you want some mugs. I'm actually drinking water out of a Late Lord Haven mug, so that's a fun way to support the channel, I guess. Yeah, awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
check out Glidus's
Oh, yeah.
April Fool's video if you haven't already, where Quinn and I and Michael talks about stuff. Play his demented version of A Song of Ice and Fire Jeopardy.
That was a lot of fun. And in terms of my own stuff, I'm also here. Hello, I'm Quinn the GM. I hope you've enjoyed. My next video, which I am showing the thumbnail of now, will cover my new theory as to Jon Snow's resurrection. I think there's a way to go about it that I haven't really seen suggested before that I'm very excited to share with people. That will be out on Saturday. It is about 60% done right now, and I'm very excited to share it. So be sure to stay tuned for that one.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Any
I
other?
mean,
What was that?
I was just about to say, I'm glad we're wrapping up because I think I need to catch a flight to Kenya.
Of course. Well, thank you again so much for watching, everyone.
Kenya, fit this dick in your mouth.
Goodbye. I'll see you all soon. I have law school finals, so it'll be a while probably till the next stream, but I hope to not be too long.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. We are clear.